Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on these activist groups that are behind something, more so like with animal activist groups, because I feel like those are the ones that are a little bit more threatening than most activist groups. But no, man, I'm telling you, because working in Seattle, you would see a lot of the ASPCA. I think that's that animal activist group where they just take care of animals. You donate money to them. They use that money to just get the animals proper sheltering, food, supplies to take care of them and all that stuff, which is that's good. I think that's a dope thing to do, and I think that's a dope organization to be behind. But man, those guys are aggressive. I had worked in Seattle for 4 years, right? And every time, not so much the morning, because everybody's just kind of waking up and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I've seen those guys out in the morning just on certain streets and things. But anyways, but definitely the lunch hour and after work. And I don't know how many times, I'll be out trying to do something, right? Whether it's, I got 30 minutes to go to the Nike store and to hurry up and, run back to work. These guys are literally trying to, block you off on the sidewalk, hey, can we give you that, 5 to 10 minute spiel of how you need to use your hard-earned money to donate to these animals that you will never see in your life? You don't even know if this money is going to the animals or not. You can't trust us, but we want to sit down and give you a 10-minute spiel about why you should donate your hard-earned money to us. Now, the thing is this. If I go to their website, okay, that's when I'll do that. But I'm not going to trust some random person out on the street. Because the thing is this. What they fail to understand is that this world is filled with scammers. This world is filled with people that are trying to take what you done earn in some way, shape, or form, but they're gonna try to take it, okay? So the thing is, and the reason why I say that is, and I know people are gonna probably be all okay, maybe you're just being paranoid. No, bro, I have saw that. I'll never forget, there's a time I remember I was outside. This dude's dressed up and doesn't even have an ADT van. Got this old generic ADT hat. He didn't have no proper ADT clothing whatsoever, but he's going around in the neighborhood trying to get into people's homes. Why? For what reason? And the thing is this, and he must think that, people are dumb, clueless, maybe some, not all, but you come up to me, right? And let's just say he's going to try to somehow, some way make his way into my house, right? He comes up to me. He's like, oh yeah, I need to check some things. So first off, let's start off by your ADT code. Why would I tell you that? You should know that. You work for the company, so you should be able to go in, sign into your computer database, search up an address, and then that stuff should pop up right there. How come you don't have that? It's what, they didn't have enough? Okay, well, then when you go back to your job, get one, then come back out here and we'll figure this stuff out. But last I checked, my alarm system is fine. So that's why I was it's stuff like that. And so what makes you think is going to be any different? And that was years ago. In this day and age, fam, you can go out somewhere and you can find the exact font that they use, or make it exactly identical as the one that they use, right? To whatever that animal activist group is called, have on their colors, have on, all these clothes that look like you work for that company. But the thing is this. Why are you guys out in the middle of the street? As if you act like that. We don't got phones, laptops, tablets, desktops. We can literally go into the website. Let me just see real quick if I could go into that website and donate to him. ASPCA. Nope, that's not how you spell it. PCA. donate to save animals. That's literally the first thing that they have up there. And yeah, they got big bolded like sign on the top right corner of the screen saying donate. And so I'm saying like that, it really trips me out that people are, overall like trying to, scam in this day and age, but you're gonna have them. So, but the thing is this, that's not what we're overall talking about. I'll talk on scammers. I think I've talked on scammers before, but anyways, no, but I wanted to more so talk on how aggressive these guys are. And so the main motivation behind this podcast episode was that I saw a video on Twitter, a video where I was gonna retweet it and say how I felt, but I felt like that video was kind of too dark to retweet and stuff, because it was kind of sad. You watch that video, it's like, homeless people, I feel like that they don't have enough, or they get to that point where they literally have nothing. But then there's that one thing where it's like they're sitting down thinking about how they don't got nothing, but then there's that one thing where it's like, okay, well, at least I have something, right? So this homeless guy, he's just most likely laying down, because it cuts to like the action of the video, right? He most likely was just sitting there, laying there, whatever. He was just sitting there minding his own business, right? These animal activist people came up to him, stole his dog, and ran down the street with it. Now, in some cases, in some situations, I know people will probably find that a little bit amusing. I didn't. I felt sorry for the old guy, because I was like, he's out there struggling. And this is literally the one thing that he has. And some animal activist people, because they want to take it upon themselves to take care of this animal as if this man couldn't do that himself. And I'm saying, like, if it gets to a point where he feel that he can't take care of that animal, guess what? I'm pretty sure that there is animal shelters. There are many places and people that would have taken that puppy off of his hands. But the fact that these guys were probably all out in this street chanting, ranting, whatever about, protecting animals. And it's people like them that gives others a reason. Like, because I know there's the one video I remember I reacted to a while ago where it was like these animal activist people were going into like restaurants, like fast food restaurants that sells like burgers and stuff, and was going in there talking about like, oh yeah, protect the cows, yelling about some random. You give people, when you're doing things like that, you give people a reason to continue doing what they're doing and not listen to anything that you guys have to say, because you put people in these situations where they feel cornered. And I'm saying, like, if these animal activist people, if you actually took the time, found the resources to properly get your message across, bro, I feel like more people would listen to you guys. But you guys, like, these animal activist people, they keep constantly, like, I'll never forget that video, because the reason why I'll never forget that video is because they actually had went to, it's somewhat of a popular McDonald's. I mean, it's a McDonald's where it's like, if you worked in downtown Seattle, most likely you have either driven by or have walked by this McDonald's. I have walked by this McDonald's numerous times when I was, walking in that area to catch the bus. And there was there was a time in the video where like the people they walked in there and they were, I think it was I can't remember if it was that one or if it was another one, but regardless, there was one, I can't remember if it was at that McDonald's or not, but the woman, she comes in there talking about somebody had like took her child, right? And if that was like, if I didn't know what I was originally reacting to, like if that was just the start of the video, no title, no nothing, this woman she's walking into a restaurant talking about somebody has taken her child, my first initial thought is going to be thinking like, okay, well, do you have any pictures of your child? Do you have any, like, what does your child look like? Does he take after does he take after you? Does he take after the father? If she brings out a photo of a pig and she's talking about, you guys cut my pig, because that's what eventually had happened. She started talking on, I think it was like a pig of some sort, and talking about how like it was taken away from her and made into bacon. That's the type of stuff that I would look at her, right? And I'll shake my head like, oh, okay. Immediately turn around and just to be petty, just to overall annoy her, ask for a bacon burger. Just so I can annoy this woman. I'm like, dang, is this your child right here? Well, too bad. But it's like, it's stuff like that where it's like you give people a reason to carry on like that towards an animal activist group, because no, these guys, they don't know boundaries. That's one thing about them. They do not know boundaries. The amount of times where I've had to, like, no, because that was one thing that I remember me and Jack, I'm pretty sure you guys remember me mentioning Jack, that also had worked at the cafe with me, bass player for the band Monitor. But anyways, no, there would be days when we would be like after work and we'd walk into our bus stops, and we would actually have to come up with some like football like game plan, like, okay, you cut left, I'm gonna cut straight through, and then it's like, yeah, you do like a fake out, like, no, but like on a serious note, we were really having to be like looking at each other like, oh, okay, well, we already know what we're gonna do. Like, we would see these guys, we see how they just stopping people trying to talk to them and stuff, we would immediately have to go and cross the sidewalk just so we can avoid them. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, it shouldn't have to be like that. Like, my thing is this, if I stop off to talk to you guys, then okay, cool. But if I'm, like, there would be times, like, I would have to come up with some excuse, like, on how I would, like, oh, I gotta go and do something real quick. Like, nah, I can't be standing around talking and things. And they still would try to talk with you. They still try to, like, oh, it's only gonna take, like, a few minutes. It's only gonna take... Bro, the amount of times I've had to, like, come up with some sort of lies or just a story just to, you know, get them off of my back. I'll never forget the time where I was, like, there's not too many times where I've, like, faked my age or have lied about my age. But just how I was dressed, and then also on how I was kind of looking at the time, yeah, I did look like I could have been under the age and stuff. So anyways, once again, the ASPCA people there walking up to me after, I think I might have told this story, but if I haven't, so it's after work, I'm walking to my bus stop, just trying to go on this bus, take me a nap and relax, right? So I'm walking to the bus stop. This woman, she, you know, the ASPCA woman, she walks out in front of me, and she's all like, oh, hey, can I talk to you real quick? So I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, I already know what my answer is going to be, and she should already know what my answer is going to be and stuff, because it's like, fam, you should just be able to just automatically tell, like, when a person is ready to go home. You can tell by my face every day after work, I was ready to go home, right? So she stops me anyways, and so she goes, and she's all like, oh, yeah, you know, you got to sign up, do this, blah, blah, blah. And she shouldn't even have said this, because it was like there was no other time where I was talking to these animal activist people where they asked for my age. But from there on, I was like, oh, well, if that's what's gonna stop them from asking me, then fam, I'm like, bro, I'm like, honestly, if I know that it'll like get them off of my back, bro, I'm about to just start shaving off my facial hair just so I can look even more younger and stuff, right? So anyways, she goes and she was all like, you gotta be like 18 and older to sign up and donate and all this stuff. So can we start off by your age? I, no joke, looked her dead in her eyes, and I said, I know I shouldn't have lied, but at the same time, I'm trying to get up out of there. I'm trying to go home. I looked her dead in her eyes, and I said, oh, I'm 17. I just, you know, got out of doing this like school project thing. So yeah, I'm going home right now. She really believed me. Bro, that's the funny thing about, like, how most people probably would, like, if you, like, take, like, just go to my main channel and look at, like, the most recent video, go to my main channel, TMossBoss, and look at one of my most recent videos of, like, just me showing my face and things. If I do look under the age, then I'm like, bro, I think it's just overall good genetics. But if not, then it's like, bro, the fact that I got away with that, and that was, like, I have to say, like, my overall, like, facial hair, yeah, I've gotten a little bit more facial hair. But I think if I were to cut my facial hair off, I wouldn't look no different than how I did when I was in high school. That's why I like keeping my facial hair, because it makes me look somewhat older and stuff. So, but at the same time, if I know I'm gonna be, if I just know that I'm going to Seattle and I'm gonna be, like, walking around or whatever, and it's gonna be, like, some midday adventures and things, yeah, I'm definitely shaving my facial hair, having like a backpack on, and then I'm like just to really like throw them off and things, like to just show them like, oh yeah, no, I'm a kid, like I'm under the age and stuff. No, I'll have a backpack. I literally will bring like my notebooks of just YouTube ideas, and even like make it seem like they're school notebooks and have like a couple of books in there or something. I'm like, no, man, I was like, you know, it's like I'm a student. Like, no, here, look at my inside my backpack. You don't see. Get like a couple of pieces of paper, just have them like printed off and things, and just make it look like that. But no, I'm like, seriously, I feel like that if you remotely, like, all right, because I know that there like might be some like then I feel like now they're gonna start going after the older people and things. So yeah, I guess if you got like gray hair, wrinkles and all that stuff, then sorry, I guess this only works out for younger people and stuff. But no, like if you do look younger, then yeah, like no, I encourage people to do that. Walk around with a backpack, and I'm pretty sure no. Then at that point they're gonna like start. I feel like that's when they're gonna really start being aggressive and things. Because like I feel like I'll go up to them, or they'll come up to me and be all like, oh yeah, it's like you gotta be 18 and older, so can we start by your age? And I'm like, oh, I'm only 16 years old. They're like, no, you're not. Show me ID. I feel like they will say some aggressive stuff like that, and I'm like, fam, I ain't gotta show you nothing. I'm like, just take my word for it and stuff. I'm under the age. Leave me alone. Cause no, I'm saying like then there was the other time, and this I feel like that. But the thing is this. When you don't buy, how much were these PlayStation VR headsets when they very first came out? PS4 VR headset price. Well now they cost they're much more cheaper and things, but that's the PlayStation 5 VR headset. PlayStation V. Oh, so it was like $299, right? I just spent $300 and something on a VR headset. I am done spending money for the day, right? So I'm walking. This is again after work. Bought the VR, or I already had bought the VR headset. So I'm at this point, I'm just walking to the bus and trying to hurry up and get home and stuff, right? So anyways, woman stands out in front of me. It's probably because the thing is this, I never really paid attention to how they look. It probably was the same woman and stuff. But anyways, so she steps out in front of me, and she's giving me the whole spiel about donating to the ASPCA people and stuff. And I'm like, sorry, just ain't got the money right now. And it's a big old giant like GameStop's bag, right? She looks at the bag and she looks at me, and she's kind of giving me this dirty look, and it's like, okay, well, I'm really not gonna donate to you guys now. It's like, you're gonna be like upset, and I'm like, do you not understand like the process of spending money? When you spend money, that means that you are losing money, okay? So let me just explain, like, in case if these animal activists, ASPCA people don't understand. So usually, all right, a working person, they usually get these things called checks, right? Because I understand, I think this ASPCA company or organization, it's like a non-profit organization, meaning that they don't, like, the workers don't make any money. Like, they're just out there doing that stuff for the free, right? So anyways, but your average working person, they usually get this thing called a check, right? Now, when you done paid off all your bills, you done did everything that you need to do, and you got like some spending money left, right? So that was my situation. I paid my bills, did what I need to do with the money, the responsible stuff, right? Now I'm like, I'm gonna be a little bit irresponsible, right? So I'm going over to the GameStops. I'm getting this PlayStation VR headset because they said that they have it. I got some games that, that overall has like the PlayStation VR feature. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out and buy me a PlayStation VR headset. I buy a PlayStation VR headset, $299 plus tax, probably gonna be $300 and something. So at that point, I'm like, bro, no, I am done. The rest of the money that I have, I'm using it to get me snacks throughout the week as I'm going into work or as I'm leaving work, right? So why do you think I want to give out my hard-earned money to some dogs, cats, hamsters, lions, tigers, and bears that I am never going to see? And it's no offense to those animals. I will kindly go out of my way when I do have some money left over. If I like buy everything I need to buy, get everything I need to get. If I feel like donating to the animal activist groups, fine, I will do that. But at least it should be one of my choosing. Like, I should be able to look up animal activist group and then be like, oh, well, I'll donate to this one. It's like a small little organization, so I'll show a little bit of love, show a little bit of support and stuff, right? Fam, hey, I'm telling you, them ASPCA people and just every other animal activist like groups out there, them guys, PETA, bro, I'll never forget. I remember when there was like PETA was getting mad at Grand Theft Auto 5 because of like the of how you can kill animals in that game, and I'm like, the animals, for one, the animals is fake, okay? Like that, I feel like that should just be the main thing that we're talking on. The animals is fake. Video games always and will always require a fake person, animal, alien, whatever, robot to get killed. It ain't like it's an actual animal. I'll never forget that. That was something I was like, that was throwing me back, and I was like, wait a minute, time out. How are you guys getting mad at a video game? A video game. It's not like, my thing is this. Because, what? Like, yeah, you shoot and kill animals in the game, right? A lot of the times in, Grand Theft Auto or even in Red Dead Redemption, bruh, them animals are attacking you. I am been, bro, in Grand Theft Auto, I think, yeah, there were some times where I did get attacked by dogs in that game. So I might sometimes have to pull out a gun and shoot and kill that dog. How is that any different than a real life situation? If a dog is attacking me and I have a weapon of some sorts, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, let me see if I can reason with the dog and try to like go overall get it from like preventing me from attacking me. So let me try to sit down and have a logical conversation with this dog. The dog is getting attacked with that weapon. Gun, bat, taser, I don't care what I have on me. Yeah, if it's a gun, then yeah, that dog is it looks like it's gonna be in the sequel to All Dogs Go to Heaven, because I'm shooting and killing the dog. Because no, there is this situation. That's the thing where it's like, you know, and I'm not one of those people, but it's like there's people out there that don't even like animals. You know, they don't like no form of wildlife. They don't like dogs, cats. They don't even like fake animals. They don't like any animals of any sorts whatsoever. So why would you think that they would want to donate? If they don't even like animals, why would you think that they would want to donate to them? I'm saying, like, so at the end of the day, it's just those animal activist people, it's like, y'all gonna have to, like, sit down and kind of reevaluate what y'all got going on, come up with a game plan, do things the right way, so you ain't dealing with people like me, where I'm putting y'all out on blast and stuff, you know, on my podcast, because I'm saying, like, them animal activist people, I'm like, they be acting crazy at times, for no reason at that, so... But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.